What's up, everybody? Chris Green here with an amazing announcement from the team over at Merch by Amazon. Today is July 7th, 7/7, Lucky 7. The big announcement: Merch by Amazon announces the launch of print-on-demand phone cases for select iPhone and Samsung Galaxy models. Please read the FAQ for more information on supported models and to access the specs and the new templates. We will enable phone case publishing on a rolling basis over the upcoming weeks, and when your account is enabled, you will see an option to select phone case in the publishing portal. This is something that Merch by Amazon has been working on for a long time. I've seen it on some of their partnered accounts. I even had one here that I used on my phone for a long time that I absolutely loved. I've been waiting for this day, waiting for this announcement when everybody can upload phone case designs to Merch by Amazon. So Merch by Amazon is going to roll out cell phone case publishing over the next few weeks to your Merch by Amazon accounts. I've already got it on my account. This is what it's going to look like when you log in. You're going to see two new options down here for iPhone cases and Samsung Galaxy cases. Now stick around for the second half of this video if you want to see a program that you can use for free with tons of included artwork that you can use to make your cell phone cases for Merch by Amazon. That's the second half of this video. But first, I want to go through the new phone case FAQ so you understand all of the details about what you need to know to publish cell phone cases with Merch by Amazon. They're giving us a brand new template. So this is new dimensions compared to t-shirts and pop sockets. Your images need to be 1800 pixels by 3200 pixels and PNG files. They have a template right here, and you can see right away, wait a minute, what's this safe zone? This safe zone looks kind of small. We got different rectangles going on here. Your files need to be 1800 by 3200. But these safe zones, that's where you need to be sure that your image, you don't want anything cut off, you don't want anything cropped off. Make sure it is in that safe zone. And they have two different safe zones, one for iPhone and one for Samsung Galaxy phones. Now you can use the same image if your safe zone works for both types of phones. Now, Amazon has always given really great templates that I'm going to show you on the next page. But before we get there, I want to talk about the full bleed background. They say right here, do I have to have a full bleed background? And they say yes. Now, you can make your background transparent, but if you do, it's going to print as white. So my recommendation would be to always have a full bleed background. And you can see here how it wraps all the way around the phone case. This yellow up here and this purple doesn't really show up very much on the actual phone case. You want to make sure that your main design is right here in that safe area. That's going to be sure that it actually shows up where it's supposed to on your iPhone and Samsung cases. If you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see the next question is, why do I need to upload two pieces of artwork? Now, you don't necessarily have to upload two different pieces of artwork, but you do if you want them to be positioned differently on the devices. You can see that the iPhone goes a little bit higher and the Samsung Galaxy ones is a little bit lower. Now, like I said before, if all of your safe work goes in the Galaxy safe zone, then you can use that same file for iPhone and for Android. But if you want to go as high as you can, you want to put the top of your image here at the iPhone safe zone and the top of your other image here at the top of the Galaxy safe zone, then you're going to save two different files, one for iPhone and one for Android. They're going to look very similar, but one's going to be just a little bit higher when it prints on the iPhone. The next thing they talk about is what are the safe zones and how should I use them. The way that Amazon describes them is you want to keep all of your artwork that you don't want cropped. This is your characters, your faces, your words, your logos. All of that stuff needs to stay inside the safe zone to ensure best results. Then you just want to bleed the background over the edges all the way out to 1800 by 3200. And Amazon shows you the exact type of cases that they use. These are a two-part case where you're going to put your phone in more of a rubber case and then a hard case that goes around there. I have used one of these cases before. I love it. I think it's an amazing product, and you know Amazon is only using cases that are high quality. They also talk about which phone models are supported. Without reading all of these off, you can read them in your account once you get these enabled. I do believe this is going to cover most of the smartphone market. So many iPhone devices and so many Galaxy devices are going to be covered with the models that are supported by Merch by Amazon. Super common question is, how do I gain access to these phone cases? Amazon's going to automatically add those things to your account on a rolling basis as they can keep up with capacity. Of course, people want to know what the royalties are, so I will show you that on one of the next pages. So if you're worried about how publishing phone cases is going to count towards your tier and daily publishing limits, each phone case that you upload is going to count as one published. So one for iPhone, that's one published. One for Samsung Galaxy phones, that's going to be one published. Now, all of the variations do not count. So if you upload iPhone and Android, that's going to count as 2 towards your daily upload limits. And the last question here, what will the product title look like for the phone cases? Amazon says right here that they will append your title with the manufacturer and model name and add case to the end of the title. For example, iPhone 11 case. So don't put iPhone, don't put iPhone 11, don't put iPhone 11 case in your titles. Amazon will do that for you. Here on the next page, I've already scrolled down so that you guys can see the royalties for phone cases in the US. You can see the purchase price up at $19.99 is going to give you a royalty of $4.28. So just kind of round it down. I'd say if you sell your cell phone cases for 20 bucks, you're going to make $4 every single time that they sell. Now, Amazon has given us some awesome templates that you can download for free from the resources section of your Merch by Amazon account. They have 4 different ones. They have one for Adobe Photoshop, one for Photoshop Art Size Only. I'm excited to show you both of those. They also have one for Illustrator and one for GIMP. So no matter what program you're using, you can download the template right here. So this is the file for the phone case mockup that they provide to you from the Merch by Amazon website. You can download this for free, and to me, it's just way too complicated. Now, I can edit this smart object, and I can have my mockup over here. It's going to show it on all of the different models, but then I have to go out and save my file and do all of this other stuff. It's an amazing, all-encompassing file that shows some awesome mockups, but that's not what I need. I just want to make simple and easy files. So that's why I use the other file that they offered, just the dimensions, and it's right here. They still have a bunch of different layers here that you can use, so you can really make sure that everything is right where it needs to be. But really, all you really need to know are the dimensions. It needs to be 1800 by 3200, and you need to make sure that the safe zone is where the main parts of your image are. So what I'm going to do here, you see this is all of the layers that they give you. Place art above this border, and that's what I've done. I put a layer right here for a background and a layer right here for my logo. Now you'll see if I take out my background layer that my first layer, my actual logo, you can see exactly where it lines up with the safe zone. So you can see this one is made for the iPhone safe zone. It goes all the way up to the top of that green rectangle, but this would not work great for the Samsung Galaxy one. So I would want to change this and say, okay, layer 1, I want you to come down and make sure that you are in the safe zone for Samsung Galaxy phones. I'll put it right there, and then I can put my background layer back on, and then I would save this file as my Samsung Galaxy design, and I can save the other file before I move the logo as my iPhone design. So now I've got 2 files, one for iPhone and one for Samsung Galaxy devices. I can go to my Merch by Amazon account, upload them both, and then hopefully in just a few hours they'll be approved, listed for sale on Amazon, where customers can go buy these print-on-demand cell phone cases with my logo on them. So far, the publishing times for phone cases has been very fast. I already have these 2 up. Here's what they look like. You can see how it changes the design for different devices. And of course, I've got it over here for Samsung Galaxy devices too. You can see how the mockups change super fast. This is super, super awesome. Very cool. I priced mine at $14.99 because I'm probably going to buy a couple of these for myself. So I hope you guys are excited, just like I am, for cell phone cases in the Merch by Amazon program. And what's coming up next is the second part of this video, where I'm going to show you how to use Stencil. This is a program that you can start using for free and has a ton of free artwork that you can use for your phone case designs for Merch by Amazon. Okay everyone, the second half of this video is I'm going to show you this awesome site, one of my favorites that I use to make Merch by Amazon designs, and specifically we're going to make cell phone case designs for Merch by Amazon. It's called Stencil. Their website is called Get Stencil. They do have a completely free version. It's a little bit limited, and I do have an awesome deal for you guys. I have a coupon that you can use to get 1 month free. It's a $20 value. Just put in the code MERCH when you sign up, or if you don't want to do that, you can just use their free version down here. So I'm going to log in and we will get started. Now, one of the best things about using Stencil is you get to use all of their artwork that is included, and these have some great images that will work awesome for cell phone cases that will bleed all the way over the edge. But first, we have to get our dimensions. We have to get our canvas set up properly, and if you remember from earlier in the video, we need 1800 by 3200. So down here, we can change the dimensions of the canvas that we are working on. Now, some web-based programs, actually most web-based programs, will have a little bit of a limitation in how big you can go, but don't worry, we have a workaround for that. You want to add a custom size. You want to make that size 900 by 1600. So you see, I've already added it here, but I'm going to do it again. We'll put phone cases 2, just so you can see how this works. And you want the width to be 900, and you want the height to be 1600. Now that's exactly half the height and half the width of the cell phone template that we need to be using. There's a reason for that. We are going to double it when we download. It'll make perfect sense when we get to the download part. So you're going to add that, and then you can always use that when you come in. I've sent Stencil a message asking them to just add merge cell phone cases as well, so you don't have to make a custom one. But for now, just make a custom one like this and set it. And you see it now, it's that same image, it's that same size, that same silhouette, that same profile that we saw in Photoshop earlier. Okay, so now we're going to add a photo. In Stencil, we have access to over 2.2 million royalty-free photos. A ton of these are going to look great on cell phone cases when they have a full bleed and wrap all the way around the side. Now, let's see. I am going to pick this one right here. And I'm going to click on it again, and this is kind of the steps that you have to follow if you want to have this template in the background. Of course, as you get good at this, you can maybe skip some of these steps. It's up to you. I'm going to make this a resizable image. Okay, so it's going to make it a little bit smaller, but now I can resize that. Now I'm going to go to my uploads. Now I've already uploaded the Merch by Amazon template for cell phone cases, and I want to set that as the background image. Okay. Now, when I take this image here, the photo that we've chosen, and I make it bigger and I can stretch it as I move it, hopefully you guys can see this, but it's nice and transparent. I can see exactly wherever I position this, if it's going to be in the safe zone for iPhone or for the Samsung devices. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I want to use this for iPhone first. Okay. So I want to kind of come up here to the top, the main part of this image, but you see now hit down here at the bottom, it's not big enough. So we're going to make this a little bit bigger, stretch it a little bit more. And then we're going to pull it right up here to where the tip of that magic wand is right at the top of the iPhone safe area. And that's it. I've now positioned it. This is exactly what I see. This is exactly what it's going to download. So I'm going to download this as my iPhone file right here. Download. Now, do pay attention right here. You have to change some of these settings. Remember, it has to be a PNG file. It has to be 2x, so it has to be 1800 by 3200, and you might as well put it here at 300 DPI. So change all three of these things, and then you're going to click on Start Download. If you want, you can give it a name up here. So maybe we call this iPhone 1, and we'll start the download. So now that I have my iPhone version, I can edit it ever so slightly to get my Samsung Galaxy version. I'm just going to move this down. You can see the transparency. I put it right at the top, so it's going to have the same positioning that we had for the iPhone, but made for the Samsung Galaxy devices. Just move down just a little bit, and because I have that background layer, I know exactly how much lower it needs to go. So now I'm going to go to Download, and remember, PNG, 1800 by 3200, and 300 DPI, and Start Download. And actually, let's call this one Galaxy 1 Start Download. And I now have both of my files downloaded. It's really just that easy. If I want to make a whole bunch more, I go back to Photos, I can search for something specific, or just pick out of their featured photos that you see here. Stencil is one of my favorite programs to use. Remember, you can use a free month of their premium service with unlimited downloads, completely free month. Just put in the code MERCH when you sign up. So now that we have our two files, we're going to upload them in our Merch by Amazon dashboard. We're going to go to Create Products, and I like to go to Select Products, and select all, and then select none, so I can come down here and say just iPhone and just Samsung Galaxy cases, and click on continue. Now it gets rid of all of these other ones that we're not uploading these designs to. So we have just these two down here. We're going to upload artwork for iPhone. We just downloaded this from Stencil, iPhone1.png. We'll upload that one, wait for it to upload, and then we'll upload the Samsung Galaxy artwork as well. Now these images are going to look really close, really similar, except you're going to see on the iPhone it's just a little bit higher, and it's a little bit lower on the Samsung Galaxy cases. I could use the exact same image that we used for Galaxy over on the iPhone case, but I think it looks a little bit better to have that image put up right near the top, so to focus the main part of your image, whether it's a character, logo, an image, words, text, whatever it might be, is within that safe zone. So now that we have our images uploaded, and you can certainly do just iPhone or just Galaxy, although I think for the most part it's going to make the most sense to upload to both every time you make a design. You're going to come down here, you need to give it a title, a brand, and then features and bullet points, and your product description. Those are optional. So design title, let's call this Magic Wand Making a Wish at Sunset, and we can give it a brand. Let's just call this 77 Drops for today. And for the sake of time, let's just skip features, feature bullet 1, feature bullet 2, and product description. You want to just describe your design. But remember, earlier in the video, we said we don't put iPhone 11 case. We're not putting Samsung Galaxy case. They are going to add all of that for you. So your design title, do not add case or manufacturer or model. None of that stuff. These are the only things that are required: design, title, and brand. You can make it searchable or non-searchable if you have a reason for that. And you're done. You come over here and click on publish. This is so easy. This is so fast to just make a full bleed design that you upload for phone cases for iPhone and for Samsung Galaxy devices. It's that easy. You are done. It's so fast, so much easier and quicker than, say, t-shirt designs or anything else. Super excited for this platform. So I've been super impressed with how fast these designs are getting approved by Merch by Amazon. It means that your cell phone cases can get uploaded and approved and available for sale super fast. And of course, they're Prime eligible. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. You got all of your questions answered about cell phone cases for Merch by Amazon, and maybe you learned a couple things about designing using sites like Stencil. Remember, you can use getstencil.com and put in the code MERCH for a completely free month of unlimited designs, unlimited downloads. So take advantage of that offer so that you can upload your own cell phone case designs for Merch by Amazon. Well, that's it for this video. If you have any other questions about Merch by Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, or just anything related to making money on Amazon, I'm your guy. There's a ton of information in the comments below. You can like, comment, and subscribe. You can be sure to hit that bell. You can even text me at 512-790-7040. You can text me your questions about Amazon. I'll do my best to answer as many of them as I can. And let me know what kind of videos you would like to see on this channel. All right? Thanks, guys. See ya.